Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time!
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
What's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am that not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. No. For with me as always, let me see, what do I got today? How about the intergalactic bounty hunters of booty? Yeah. Starting with the daddy himself, that dark lord of knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. The meat mountain, the killing machine, Mr. Babe Amone.
Real quick before you move on, the fucking Nightmare on Elm Street music in that trailer.
Right, that was great.
Yeah, bro, that like hit it. It hit it well.
Like that is the whole first scene of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Mhm.
What's up, assholes?
Oh, and bringing it in from the deep south, the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabra, the Duke of the Dead, and I'm not going to go any farther, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, welcome. Today is March 28th, 2022, and we have a banger of an episode today. Actually, we got a fuzzy episode today.
We
But
Purple.
fuzzy banger, we got the was it French tickler. Today is the French tickler of the episode.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
very nice.
Oh man. But first, as always, we're gonna talk about what the hell we did the last week. So Scuba, how you been, brother?
Man, I have been good.
Excuse me.
Go ahead, bud.
There was
Oh.
a port you're missing.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I look, guys. I had a
You're
brain
all right, you
fart.
know what?
It happens. We
We're
all
running
fuck
late
up.
today, so we are running late today.
that's a yellow flag. As a flag on the flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is now time for your
Thank you, buddy. And you know what? Take it right away.
All right, so I had a pretty chill week, man. Didn't really do much. What did I do last week? I worked all week long. I worked. That's all I did. Worked at the bar on Friday. I'm trying to think, like, did I do anything interesting? And I really didn't do anything. I just kind of hung out at home and, just did some things around the house and rearranged some things. And the highlight of my weekend was I went out and I bought a brand new vacuum cleaner.
Yeah,
This is my old man ad for the day.
Oh,
So
God.
I fucking God damn it, Brody.
Damn it,
That's
Brody!
later on.
Come on, we'll get there. We'll get
We're not.
there.
Oh,
So,
already. It's already 8
I went
hours
and bought
old.
a fucking brand new vacuum cleaner yesterday because the one that I had just fucking it didn't suck. So had to get rid of it.
Frustrating, isn't it?
It was extremely frustrating. So I went and I went to Walmart and they had a Shark vacuum on sale, which is normally like a $200 vacuum. Got it for $99. Let me tell you, that is
Nice.
the best fucking thing I've ever purchased in my life. Like, I was a vacuuming fool yesterday and I felt so accomplished just vacuuming the fuck out of my room. And then I did some
Sucking it
laundry.
clean, huh?
Yep,
Hey, man,
sucking it clean.
I'll tell you what, you think that's great. Wait until you get one of those little fucking RoboVacs where you have to do is push a button and it does it all for you.
Push a button,
I
homie.
want to buy one.
Phone, man. You're
Okay,
like,
I don't
do
have
it.
the app on my phone. My wife does. I just
Oh.
push the button on top and it goes.
So I want to get one. I do, but my dogs will fucking tear it apart. They just
Oh.
and I see that happening, and so I'm like, I'm not going to spend that much money for them to fuck it up. Once I get a
Fair.
place that has a yard where I can throw these assholes in the backyard, different story. We'll be good. And then I sat down and I watched this movie while eating some pizza, and
Nice.
man, that was it.
Yeah.
That was my weekend. What about you, Bobo?
See, mine was not as good. I did not get a new vacuum. Okay, kind of wanted it, needed that suction power, but not that cool. No, this weekend. Shut up, John.
Mine was probably like the most boring slice of life I've ever done.
You spiced it up though, dude. That's all that matters.
This weekend was a regular, normal weekend. Actually, the only thing we did is on Saturday we had a little birthday party here at my house for my uncle. So we had the whole family come over and just had a shit ton of food, and that's a long list of food of prime rib and fucking pasta, meatball, sausage, and all the good shit that you're supposed to have at a good cookout.
Hell yeah.
That too. And then Sunday I was with my girlfriend and one of my good friends, and we just went down to Red Bank for the day and had a nice little day out. And then I got to watch this movie a couple times, and that was the extent of my weekend. Nothing really
Damn, you
special.
got a couple watches in, huh?
I had to. I needed a couple of watches in because I wasn't paying it. I was playing Mario Kart the first time.
That's what she said.
And then I was playing Mario Kart the second time, and I'm like, wait, rewind. Now watch. So, yeah, I got 2 in. And that's about it for me. Chad, what about you?
Well, as you guys may have realized, I wasn't here last week. Believe it or not, I badmouthed Jada Pinkett Smith and got the taste stopped out of my mouth. I had to be the first one. I got to be the first one.
God damn.
Bobby, we lost your sound again, buddy.
Did we?
That's because I cut it out right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at him being fancy.
He hit that mute button.
But no, last week I wasn't here. We took the kids to an indoor water park up in Erie, Pennsylvania called Splash Lagoon. Had a nice little time there with some friends of the family.
Yeah,
I
had things about that place.
It's fun, and it was definitely worth it. The best time to go is like either beginning or middle of the week when it's like dead. No lines or anything. Like on a Saturday, you're going to spend more time waiting than you're going to spend riding water slides or anything.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it was real nice to get. Oh God, Joe's here.
Oh Lord.
What's up, honey? How you doing,
Wait, let
buddy?
me say a prayer real quick. We're fucked.
Nah, we're good.
But no, aside from that, it was just work. And then this weekend, it was kind of a lazy weekend because the weather sucked. We got snow. We've got a shitty weather. It's fucking cold as hell.
Yeah,
the wind chill. The wind chill was like 9 degrees, and I was like, it's fucking springtime. It's almost April. But
The Ides of March, bro.
oh yeah. But yeah, I guess like Scoobs, I didn't have anything really great or fantastic happen. So let's just kind of keep the ball rolling to Big Johnny D.
Alrighty. Well, I actually hooked up with my Ghostbusters group, Ghostbusters Central New York, this weekend, and we rocked the Finger Lakes Expo or Finger Lakes Comics Expo. It was a small little con out at a town called Geneva. So for anybody who doesn't know where I am, I'm in Central New York, obviously, like I just mentioned. So there's these nice lakes called the Finger Lakes, if you don't know, and just they're gorgeous areas. So anyways, this hotel is right on the end of the lake, and the whole backside is all glass. So you're just overlooking the lake the whole time. So, and it was a smaller con. I think there might have been maybe 50 tables, 60 tables total, with the little hall and then some in the hallways and stuff. The Star Wars boys came in, the 501st, and then there was another group, and they took over the whole lobby where we were supposed to be with them, which booted us to a spot which I was almost upset with. However, we actually ended up getting a way better spot, in my personal opinion, because we were the first ones in the hallway that you had to enter the con. So not only we were like, hey, how you doing today? We were also like, hey, have a good day. And by the way, you know what I mean? Like hit them for that double hit if we need to. Or like,
and by the way, who are you going to call?
Well, yeah. So we were out raising money for the Golisano Children's Hospital, which is one of the local children's hospitals in a couple areas. There's one in Syracuse that we specifically donate to. And that's what we usually do at events. We do different charities, but this is the one that I particularly chose for this one. We did excellent. We got over $250 for the entire weekend, which we're only asking $1 a ticket or $5 for 10. So, you know what I mean? Like really we did pretty good. And especially for a small con, I think the con itself between the 2 days only got a max of maybe like 250 people. So,
oh wow,
that being considered, awesome. That's almost $1 a person.
Yeah, it's like $1 a person.
I look at that as a win. And you know what, man? It's all for the kids. And I will tell you what, the best. Okay, so that's a feel good thing. And I'm not going to say it's not. But the real feel good part is watching all these older dudes like our ages and stuff put this stuff on because we're just like, because the Star Wars guys, they ask for donations for the photos where we're just like, hey, we're doing this for you can do donations, but photos are free and we'll take as much as you want. We'll throw packs on you and everything. And everybody's like, wait, what? So there was a couple guys like Bobby and my size, and they were coming up and they were just like, yeah. And I was like, no, man, let me throw mine on because I have the heaviest. Mine's about like 40, 45 pounds. So I watched, and one was the best. There was this big dude. He's probably about Bob's height, like 6'4", 6'5". Just a big guy coming up in a flannel, jacked as shit, dude. He came around and saw the proton pack on the floor, and he was just like, and I was like, so he thought, I gave him my little spiel. They were all into it. And I was like, yo, guys, you want to take pictures? They're like, yeah. I was like, you want to wear the packs? And they were like, we can wear the packs. And I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, I'll put that one on you. And he's like, what? I literally saw on this woman's face the reaction. She has never saw this side of her husband and in her entire life. And when he put that proton pack on, I was like, yo, man, hit that switch right there. And it was the fire one. And he just was like, dude, he was just like, like, dude, like just like he was 5 instantly again, dude. And the wife was just like, what is this? What am I?
Man, but it's like, even with the spirit pack, man, I know the spirit pack ain't much, but when Ghostbusters Afterlife came on and I got to actually like wear it to the movie, and then I had my trap strapped to me too. Like, dude, I'm fucking awesome.
That's because that is the lifelong dream of every man 35 and up. Is to put a fucking proton pack on.
Well, wait, don't say 35 and up because I'm a little younger.
No, you can go younger.
When I get my pack next year,
that's right.
It might stay on like forever.
He's gonna sleep with it on.
But no,
that's right.
He's gonna fuck with it on.
We had a couple spirit packs, and then there was another gentleman in our group that's got some 3D printed. So his 3D printed is sitting around like 15 pounds or so because obviously it's super light. But I was telling the guys, I was like, well, mine's the heftiest. And they're like, where? I was like, I don't know, 35, 40 pounds. They're like, oh, I want that one. Because that's the one, when you put on it, it's almost a little questionable. You're like, this fucking feels like equipment, dude. Like, what's going on here?
It makes you really understand Venkman's line in the second one.
Dude,
how heavy these things are.
You have no idea, Chad. I quote that shit especially if I got a long, like if I'm doing like, all right, I'm wearing this for like more than 3 hours at a time. I'm like, I apologize to my spine in advance. And then I'm just like, oh, I always fucking hated this part of the job. But no, it was a great weekend. Fantastic. I'm going to end this right now before we get into this. But the last coolest thing I did was I met Drake from Aliens.
That's
yeah. Dude's cool as shit. I actually talked to him more about his voice acting than anything because personally, I really want to be a voice actor.
You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, man. I forgot he did Osborn in the Spider-Man games. I knew he did. I was trying to go the fatality, dude. I was trying to get some shit for the podcast because he did Lex Luthor in Injustice. And there was another guy at the con who voiced Deathstroke in Injustice. And I was like, oh, bro, dude, I couldn't pull it, dude. And I really wanted to try to pull something.
You should have, man.
I did, dude. But like, dude, their managers. I'm not even going to get into it. But it was just, it wasn't in the cards, unfortunately, dude.
No.
But the dude's cool as shit. He does voice acting all the time. He's actually been working for Netflix, and he's been dubbing foreign films, dude, for him. And he's been working out of his house. He built his own sound studio and shit because like COVID obviously fucked everything. So I'm like, dude, that's amazing. He's like, it's honestly some of the best gigs I've ever gotten. He's like, because I'm just going to work, which is right in my house, and I'm wearing my pajamas. I was like, no shit, dude. And he says like the companies will send him like a briefcase with a brand new like computer in it, a $10,000 microphone, all this like crazy hookup. He does what he's got to do, records it, blah, 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 packs it back up and sends it back on the way. And I'm like, that's phenomenal, dude. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
That's awesome.
Talk about having a job that's probably one of the best jobs to have.
Oh my God, dude. Dude was cool as shit, man. I got to talk to him for a solid 15 minutes, but there was people behind me. So obviously, I didn't want to be that dude either. So, but all in all, man,
that dude.
It was all right. All in all, I had a fantastic weekend. And then I got to end it with this amazing movie, which we are here to talk about right now. And this was Chad Daddy's pick, correct?
Yes, it was.
Chad, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about Critters from 1986, released April 11th, 1986. Here is the plot rundown. It's no picnic for the Brown family when a lethal litter of carnivorous aliens arrives unannounced at their Kansas farm. Trapped in a deadly nightmare, the terrified Brown family fight for their lives against the attacking, bloodthirsty monsters. But it's a losing battle until two intergalactic bounty hunters arrive, determined to blow the hellish creatures off the planet. Now, teamed up with the bounty hunters, as well as the town drunk Charlie, the Browns will try to stop the Krites from taking over and devouring everything in sight.
That right there is probably the best part. And the town drunk will help.
Town Drunk. He did. Directed by Stephen Herrick, who did actually Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and The Mighty Ducks, two fantastic movies. Written by Dominic Muir, who did The Ginger Dead Man and Evil Bong. Also written by Stephen. Yeah, also written by Stephen Herrick, who this was his only writing assignment. This was the only thing he ever wrote. Right. Produced by Robert Harvey, The Blob, and Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, starring the luscious Dee Wallace. You know damn well who she is as Helen Brown. M. Emmett Walsh from Blade Runner and Back to School as Harv. Billy Greenbush from The Hitcher and Jason Goes to Hell the Final Friday as Jay Brown. Scott Grimes from Mystery Alaska and the voice actor in American Dad as Bradley Brown. Nadine Vandervelde, Moving Violations and Munchies as April Brown. Don Keith Opper, The Gun and Betty Lou's Handbag, and Ghost in the Machine as Charlie McFadden. Lynn Shay from Kingpin, There's Something About Mary, and tons of other work as Sally.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do. We all know the horror stuff she's done.
You're fine.
Yeah. I fucking love her in Kingpin. Billy Zane, The Phantom, Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Knights as Steve Elliott. Ethan Phillips from Star Trek Voyager and The Island as Jeff Barnes, and Terrence Mann from The Dresden Files and Sense8 as Ugg/Johnny Steele. Take it away, Scoobs.
All right, music by David Newman, who did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Galaxy Quest. Cinematography by Tim Surdist, Teen Wolf, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Edited by Larry Bach, Galaxy of Terror, Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Effects and makeup by Tom Flouts, From Beyond, Ghoulies 2, Charles Chiodo, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes.
Distributed by New Line Cinema, runtime of 85 little people, MPAA rating PG-13, budget $3 million, and gross $13.2 million.
Damn.
Well,
sorry guys for hogging all the talking there.
No, you're good.
You're okay. Listen, my bad pronouncing. We can spare that another day.
Well, I was just so excited to talk about this movie because this is one of my all-time faves.
I need to refresh.
You have been waiting really hard for this one.
I really have.
You got to refresh?
Yeah, let me refresh.
All right. Scoobs will be back momentarily.
So now it's time to discuss this bit.
It is time to discuss these furry little balls of shite. Yeah, man. This movie is it's a fun movie.
Yeah,
it's a great fun movie. It's definitely more violent than Gremlins that I would personally say. I did not expect that. I will totally admit this is my full first time viewing of Critters. I've only seen it in pieces. I've only seen it in pieces, dude. I don't know why. I don't know. Just never one of those ones for some reason.
Oh man, I've loved
Go ahead, Chad.
So this has been a love of mine since it very first came out. Actually, before it first came out, because I remember reading about it in Fangoria magazine, seeing the previews, and this came out when I was 10, or right before I was 10, and I was actually it was right before I turned 10.
Wow!
But I was playing Little League baseball at the time, and my dad said, "Hey, if you get on the honor roll, you can I'll take you either to see this movie that you really want to see, or I'll get you a new batting glove."
Movie.
I'm like, fuck, I want to see the movie. I don't care about baseball.
Movie.
And I did not regret it. I've loved this movie ever since. The design of them is so original. It's not a ripoff of Gremlins by any means.
No.
This was written far before Gremlins even came out.
No. And I don't even say it as in like a ripoff thing. I just say it as like this movie easily groups with Gremlins.
Yes.
very easily.
It goes in there with Ghoulies and the Munchies.
Yeah,
as far
it's
as
not-
it was this whole little thing of these little monsters. Munchies was a ripoff of Gremlins. Ghoulies and Critters were actually both written years before Gremlins.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like I said. Like,
No. I knew. No.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry, Drake.
But yeah, this is a fun, violent little movie. It's a little bit gory than I remember, and it's really surprising they got away with that kind of gore in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, which I thought for some reason was PG-13 actually hit in 86, right? Is that the year it officially
84.
hit?
84.
84.
It hit 84.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when Gremlins and Indiana Jones and
Ghostbusters.
Temple of Doom came out.
Because, dude, honestly, I figured Ghostbusters would be rated PG-13, but it's always been PG. I think it's been retro rated PG-13 now on other
I think so,
some shit, but
it was Gremlins and Indiana Jones that made them come up with the PG-13. And since Gremlins and remember, Gremlins and Ghostbusters came out in the same day.
right. So that would kind of it just missed the marking. Then
Just missed the
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I love the gore in this. I love the whole head melt scenes, dude, with the what a way to change your head.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me fucking just completely melt my head to a skull and then it rebuild it. Like,
I really wish they would have kept that for the second one too, but it never.
Yeah, because the second one they just did that really weird like facial projection type thing. It looked like they just passed like a projector onto the face.
Okay.
And
no, this was way cooler.
And a lot of people might not know this, but Siskel and Ebert gave this movie 2 thumbs up.
As they
Really? Fun movie.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. Like
it is fun. Oh, absolutely.
It's introduction horror at its finest.
Yes.
The weird thing, I watched this like one other time, but this was years ago. I actually then and didn't know till I looked it up. I'm like, this was PG-13. So at first I'm like, I don't know why. I remember this being more violent then, but then I'm watching, I'm like, it's still violent, but why is I remember it being more?
Because you were a kid.
But then I look at the rating and I'm like, oh, that would actually explain it. But yet this has still got some very good violence in this movie.
Yeah, this is really pushing the boundaries of PG-13, especially for mid-'80s as it was.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's R or no?
No.
Are they all PG-13. They all stay. So it's like Tremors.
Yeah.
It all okay.
And they progressively. I mean, I love part 2.
No, part 2 is a great movie.
I feel like I'm gonna have to pull the scoops. I feel like I'm gonna have to just like watch them.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking watched up until part 3. I'm gonna watch part 4 tonight just so I can finish it out.
And then there's the newest one, right?
Critters Attack.
Critters Attack.
But there's like a subtitle, right? Like the new bat. No, that new batch is that's Gremlins 2. She's good. No,
it's just Critters Attack.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was something else. Sorry.
No, you might be thinking of the second one. It was called The Main Course.
Yeah.
Nope. There was something else on you. Is there a series?
There was
the series. There was a horrible series.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
That might be.
I want to say I watched.
What's the new binge?
The series.
That's the series.
Oh, okay. That's what I was asking. All right. Never mind. Anyways,
what I loved about this movie that was like because people always compare
Joseph
Gremlins and Critters or whatever, and I just love how they had subtitles for what the fuck.
Yes,
they said fuck. Like that
they
was
said fuck.
That was my favorite part. I love that. I fucking love that when he's like, they have weapons. So, boom,
bam,
fuck, that was the best, dude.
My wife laughed so hard.
My favorite is when he looks at
DiCaprio, Brody.
My favorite is when they look at each other and go, "Let's roll."
Yeah, straight up Optimus Prime, roll out. I also like how they grow. Like that's the whole reason they're behind them.
That's what that's what pisses me off because that is only explored in this movie. It's completely thrown out
really
the sequels. Yes.
Oh no shit! They
But
wow.
Yeah. But in the second one,
we do get a critter ball.
You get the
we get the big critter ball.
Okay, I was wondering when that comes in.
We do, but I mean, and in the second one, they do have a big krite, but it's not a krite. It's a Ugg as a krite, and he's bigger than all of the other ones.
Oh God, that's right.
Yeah. So they can grow because I mean, obviously, the krites that see him, which I didn't understand because they were born here on Earth. Those krites were born here on Earth.
Oh, the chicken
in part
krite,
2,
right?
In part 2, in part 2.
Oh, okay.
Because the eggs were laid here at the end of the first one.
Right.
And so I mean, I guess I don't know if do they have like a hive mind or something that they would know
So,
that they had
Did
bigger
they
ones?
lay the egg, or did it fuck the chicken and the chicken lay the eggs?
I don't
Never said.
Because you never actually see it like eat or anything. You just hear sounds.
By the way, John, you're gonna love it in the second one. It takes place on
Ooh.
Easter,
Yes.
and all these kids paint up the Crite eggs as Easter eggs. It's hilarious.
Have you never seen part 2?
I told you I'm a new
Dude, they
to
fuck
the Critter series.
They eat the Easter bunny.
They eat the Easter bunny, and then he jumps through the fucking church window and is dead in the fucking middle of church.
It's awesome.
I'm starting a new Easter tradition, watching Critters 2.
I didn't even know that. I never even thought of
Watch it on
horror,
Easter.
dude.
Easter's
Besides,
coming up. That's your Easter movie.
You got to
I've
watch
always went
that.
with,
You got to watch
Bunny Man
Mallrats.
Massacre or something. Yeah, Mallrats is always good.
Yes, yes.
Just
Want
Jay and
chocolate
Silent Bob
covered
beating the
pretzel?
crap out of the Easter bunny.
Oh man, wow, dude. I guess I'm gonna have to fucking really watch part 2 then. Excuse me. Dude, what can I say? Okay, design. You guys mentioned great. I love their little porcupine fucking ejector spikes of poison.
Yes.
Like that was awesome.
Dude, and those
The
spikes.
poison
are fucking,
itself in the movie didn't really make sense. I mean, maybe it affected everybody differently just because obviously like different sizes and stuff. But I feel like it affected the mom and the daughter way worse than it did the dad. And the dad got
He got
plus,
fucked,
but
bro.
Yeah, he got fucked
Yeah,
up.
but he
pretty
just
good.
got shot. He got shot in the back where they got shot in the neck. So
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I don't know. But at the same time, man, he was weak as fuck. He got that shoulder fucked on twice. It didn't even, that critter didn't even go with the other shoulder. He's like, nope. More
Going to the
Robbie.
same one.
Like, yeah. Like,
And, you know, and I feel like the Krites were just fucking with him because look at how quickly they killed everybody else that they attacked. But the dad, they were just kind of toying with. You know what I mean? Like, let's play with our food a bit.
Can we talk about the reveal too? Dude, I love the reveal. The actual like reveal in the basement with the dad in the shelf.
It made me. I was like, lift that fucking flashlight just a little.
Well, no, you
higher.
see it perfect in the first
You
shot.
see it full on the first shot, and you don't
Yeah,
realize
he's
what it is.
smiling right there.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, yeah, there he is. Dude. Like, and then he
I
like,
love
then he
the
goes
fact that they
down and he's,
smile,
like
like,
doing his little thing.
I love that they smile all the time.
Yeah. Well,
All
dude,
the fucking time.
I just love that they're like they have personality. You know what I mean? They're not just
They're like that's why they're also similar to the Gremlins.
yeah,
Not
because they have
similar,
personality.
similar, yeah.
You know, but I love that we get a backstory for them also that they're from outer space. We know that they're fucking aliens, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, man. They're just fucking great. Like, I don't have anything really bad to say about this flick at all.
No,
Except
was
maybe the
fun.
bounty hunters look very, very cheesy. Like that whole, just the flat face.
You know what? I was okay with it.
No, I was
don't know
okay with
why.
it too. I was okay with it too. But I'm saying if you have to find anything wrong with this movie, it's maybe that design. You know,
I'll just say like maybe you could have had them like meet up faster with the Krites and stuff. It seemed like there was a little bit of lull in one spot, not like terrible lull.
There was a
you know what I
little
mean?
lull.
But they could have
But
been there. Yeah.
You know what it
Because by the
reminded me
time
of?
you get to go ahead.
For those of you that are and probably Bobby too, the beginning of this movie reminded me of the beginning of Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
Because-
Hungry little vicious monsters escaping in the fastest spaceship that was on the big ship.
The intro was awesome.
I get what you
dude.
mean. Yep.
Yeah,
You said Lilo and Stitch, and for some reason, I just thought of the way Lilo was acting out, and then it clicked what you meant.
No, yeah, like at the
Yeah.
beginning when
Yeah, it
Stitch
was just
fucking
like,
chews through everything to get to the fucking fastest ship. I'm watching. I'm like, that's Lilo and Stitch. Disney totally stole this from
I
Lilo.
can't believe we didn't make that connection. And I just watched that a few weeks ago too.
Fantastic, Scoobs. Fantastic. Well, clearly we all enjoy this movie. However, let's see what the DB I can't even talk.
Katie's cutting in.
What does Brody got to say?
Snip fucking snip. Well, howdy fucking duty there, folks. DKB here, back for another episode of Gore N More, and
feel
this
like
week I'm here to talk
he's
to you
gonna say
about
he likes this one.
motherfucking Critters. Now, Critters is an absolutely underrated and underappreciated gem that I fucking highly enjoy. Mainly probably because of the nostalgia factor with me and my brother. We used to flog the fuck out of this on the VHS.
Nice.
Yeah. And it's been a hot minute since I've seen it, and it was actually really good to go back and revisit it. Now, this is probably the quintessential of the cheesy 80s B movie. Oh, I just And that is my jam. That is my fucking jam every day of the goddamn week. I mean, you got it's not amazing, but awesome practical effects. The critter design itself, I actually really like. It's fun. It's not too over the top. It gives it that more R-rated version of the Gremlins, I find. Not really trying to compare the pair, but if I had to, I would say
it's
that.
all, you can't help it, dude. It's natural.
It's all there.
Because each one has sort of got their little... well, they don't really give you that much character development about each one, not like Gremlins where they've got their own little persona and personality, whatever the fuck you want to call
Dr.
it.
Gremlin number
But
two
you
is
can
still
sort of tell there's something between them two in a couple of scenes. And I like that. I really enjoy it. The characters themselves, they're a fun family to see take on the critters. Like I said, it's that horror comedy element about it that actually kind of works for me in this film. It just makes it probably more enjoyable than it being funny in that way. It's got that 80s glam rock, hair metal. Well, the song
it does.
would have been awesome if we actually had a full fucking 80s hair metal album dedicated to this film. But yet, like I said, we get the one song played out over and fucking over again.
So we almost got a whole
kind of gets a
music
bit
video.
repetitive.
Yeah, we did.
and
Almost.
I like how the aliens take form of these musicians through the music video. I thought that was a really cool thing to put in there for like an MTV reference.
That was
If it
music
wasn't
television
that,
for you
it kind of
youngins
felt
out
like
there.
that. Anyway,
Back before
that was cool.
Jersey Shore was
Yeah.
a thing.
Jersey
It's
Shore.
a shame that it's rated M. I kind of felt like they could have really
It's a Jersey
pushed
thing.
the boundaries with it being R-rated.
wouldn't
if they really wanted to, but I guess that's all due to production time, budget restrictions. But with what they had, I kind of felt like that they really, crafted a very fucking fun film overall. Cinematography's nothing really to rave on about, so I won't go into that. But
Yeah, it was pretty standard.
I enjoy this.
The lighting was really good, though.
And this week I'm going to have to
Oh, dude,
give
it was
it...
that 80s blue, like,
I'll give it a
scuba brought
3.8.
that up the other day, man.
But anywho,
Money.
this is your DKB signing out.
What was the
and
score?
I
What'd he
shall
say?
catch you mother lickers next week.
Did I fuck
Cheers.
that up? I talked
I
about
did.
I didn't hear what he said.
I didn't hear a score.
I felt
3.8.
like it.
3.8. Thank you, Heather.
Thank God someone was paying attention. That's
Yeah.
not live.
Yeah.
Jesus. All
See,
right.
I fucked up the slice of life, so we're good. Now we're good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what, man? And what the hell did I fuck up last week? I fucked up the rotation. I think I sliced, but that was like 2 weeks ago or something. I fucking can't remember.
That was
dude.
2 weeks
It
ago.
happens all the time, dude. It's the shit show for a reason.
Yeah, buddy.
And so once again, thank you, Heather. And speaking of, let me get the lovely redhead of the dead up here so we can hear what she has to say about this amazing
Hi,
movie.
this is your redhead of the dead, Heather, and my best friend Gizmo. We're here to say hi and talk
Gremlins
about
reference again.
critters. I was a little bit disappointed, but still, I mean, obviously a great, creature feature from the 80s. The critters themselves are absolutely hands down the best feature of the movie. They're fantastic. One thing I
was
thought
waiting for her to
was
say better
when they
than
turn into
Gremlins.
balls and they start rolling, it made me think of Popples because I remembered I had this one little Popples stuffed
Oh, God, I
animal.
remember those
I don't know if
things.
any of you guys remember that. That just kind of made me laugh.
I feel like that sounds familiar.
Obviously, I know Johnny had to have noticed this. The bowling team,
Oh, of course.
their jerseys, they were the Pinbusters.
Dude, I
and
noticed
it's
that when it was
the
like
Ghostbusters logo.
You saw like a sliver
So that
of the
was
dad's back at first. I was like, wait a minute, what was that on his back? And, like,
I
waited the
liked
whole
them when the critter
3.8.
was face to face with a ET stuffed animal, and he was just like, "What are you? What's up? Huh?" And then he just like starts tearing them apart. They're all tearing apart the house, but him tearing apart the ET stuffed animal, I thought was kind of cool. I think I'm just gonna leave it with those random comments.
Yeah. I want
and-
that Gizmo, dude.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3.0.
All right.
And
enough.
I'll talk to you guys again
Redhead
soon. So this is your redhead of the dead and Gizmo. I'm saying I'll eat your brains later. He's saying I'll just give you a big hug later. All right, bye.
Heather, you have him in the
You can-
light. He doesn't like that.
Hi.
The fact that you could do the fucking voice, like,
I used to be able to do that before my voice.
I used to be able to do the hum. I used to be able to do the hum before I started smoking cigarettes.
I can't do the. I can't get that. Yeah.
oh, that's
We're
what
just gonna have 40 minutes of Gizmo talking on a podcast.
We're not talking about gremlins. We're talking about critters.
No, we're talking about critters. Fuck. Critters say fuck.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
And you know what the best part is? I'm assuming because it's a PG-13 and you get obviously one fuck per movie.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it must be either written or it's one or the other, right?
I think so.
So what the best way to be like, well, we get to say one fuck, who says it? We'll have the alien say it.
Yeah. We'll have the fucking little.
That's the best, dude. I don't know.
You know what the weird part is? They probably could have had the aliens say it more, and since it's so cute and cuddly, it could probably be like, still get a PG-13.
Dude, like if they didn't add personality to the critters in this, it wouldn't have been as fun.
No, not at all.
Because it would have just been too just like straight on horror where it's like, no, dude, it needed that. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you don't want it to be some kind of mindless eating machine. It's been there, done that.
That's
Yeah, which
Jaws.
is why I'm glad. Which is why I'm glad that they did that with this flick. You know, they gave them personality. They were alien creatures that actually were sentient. You know what I mean? They just weren't some fucking eating machines, which they were. I mean, they fucking ate everything.
right. I mean, although I'm not gonna lie, I figured they would have ate that cop
Yeah.
more than they did. Like they didn't really
Yeah.
do much to him, so I'm not. They just kind of.
Which I wonder why they didn't.
Money.
Right? Like
Maybe we don't taste good.
because we needed to have that other bounty hunter have the
True.
dead vibe.
You know,
first. that's
Chad
the only
makes-
reason. That's the only reason why.
Chad makes a very good point because, and I know you haven't seen the second one yet,
I haven't.
but there is a scene in the second one where the Krites are all rolling towards the meat factory,
okay.
and Ugg, disguised as the giant Krite, stops and says, "Cheeseburgers, no bones." And so they're like, because they roll back towards the town where the townsfolk are, and like the people are freaking out, and then he stops them and is like, "Why are we gonna eat them when we have this meat over here with no bones?" So maybe we
Cheeseburger.
don't taste as good.
I mean,
because they mutilated the fuck out of that cow.
Yes,
They did. Yes, they did.
well,
Whatever they
a lot
want.
more fat content on there, like a little juicier. I'm not saying like I would be probably.
You're marbled. You're marbled.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Oh man. So obviously we've discussed. We've heard what our friends say. Shall we take a peek behind the curtains, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right, let's do
spread
this.
spread those cheeks.
Okay, although promoted as New Line's answer to Gremlins, the screenplay had been written and bought before Gremlins was announced. Herrick had based the screenplay on a nightmare he experienced as a child long before Gremlins was even conceived.
Well, that's a
Nice.
fuck nightmare, dude.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
I know. Yeah, that's what I. What were you doing that day to give you that night?
You know what it was? That dude definitely like saw some shadows in the corner and he went hitting in the broom. But like, he woke up, he's like, what the fuck is that?
Dude, I just can't believe like 2 years later, this guy made Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Which we were talking about before.
Yeah, we were.
ironically.
Yeah, two total opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, holy shit.
I love Bill and Ted, dude. It's such a classic.
Yeah, except I didn't like the new one.
Still have yet to watch it.
I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it.
It just kind of retconned everything that they showed at the end of Bogus Journey. I didn't.
Okay, fair enough.
But
It's a reboot.
Is what? Yeah.
Reboot.
To me, it exists in a different parallel universe where they didn't, win the Battle of the Bands or something.
Yeah, because they were supposed to at the end. Anyways, we're not talking about Bill and Ted.
Yeah. Corey Burton, who voices the critters, also came up with their language, which he described in interviews as combining elements of French and Japanese.
I could definitely hear that.
That would make sense.
I dig it.
Terrence Mann performs the song "Power of the Night" as Johnny Steele, especially and specifically for this movie. I want to see if there's actually like a recording of that, like a full.
Oh, there's gotta be. There's gotta be, dude.
That's how
What's
we
it
end
called
the show.
again?
That's how
I'm
we
looking
end
it
the
up
show with Power of the
right
Night.
Power of the Night.
Power
That could be our new theme song.
of.
Whoa.
Bro, don't stop.
I know, Fall Break. It's,
I don't know, man. That's.
I do love Fall Break.
It does exist.
Yep, I'm seeing it right now. Power of the Night by
Nice.
Johnny Steele from the Critters soundtrack.
There's a soundtrack. Well, I'm getting on iTunes.
It's just
after
that
this.
song. It's just that song over and over again.
It's just a remix of it, different
and then an
different versions of
instrumental
it.
version.
Yeah, Power of the Night, Critters by Johnny Steele, Terrence Mann. It's 4 minutes. Wow, it's a 4-minute and 25-second song.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Bobby, don't
We're
get us
gonna get-
pulled off.
you're gonna get us pulled off
Don't
Facebook.
get us.
Do not.
Yeah. Longer than 10. It was shorter than 10 seconds. Facebook.
It was way shorter than 10 seconds.
Shorter than 10.
Hey, look at it this way. At least nobody quite yet conjured you know who.
Ugh,
She who must not be named.
Don't say that.
Say you know
bitch's
who
name.
rhymes with
Don't
her
say
name.
it.
It rhymes with her name. We can't even
gotta-
say you know
You got to
who.
poke that bear. He's
Oh,
sleeping.
no.
He's just sleeping there. Why you gotta let it know?
Just give it some food. Leave it alone.
All right, what else? What else?
Oh, you said it. You said Mary Lou. Oh shit.
I gotta poke that there.
Continue.
Okay. Continuing on, Charles Chiodo based the design of the Krites on the Looney Tunes character Taz the Tasmanian Devil.
Okay, now that you say that, I totally see that.
By the way, the cartoon series Tasmania was fucking awesome back in the day.
Yes, it fucking was.
I loved that show.
Did I? Yes, I did. Sorry. I was like, I think I watched that.
He's got a contemplate.
Everybody watched it. Everybody our age watched it.
Listen, will you stop with that crap?
Yo, WB had a lot of awesome shows around
Yeah,
that time, man.
they did. Fuck yeah.
Freakazoid was one of my tops.
Animaniacs, always.
Loved Animaniacs.
Animaniacs is a great show.
See, Animaniacs was sneaky.
Yes,
Animaniacs was
extremely.
sneaky.
Yes, it
Animaniacs
was.
was sneaky on so many levels because not only was sneaky dirty, but it was also sneaky. I mean, obviously, it also wasn't sneaky dirty too because Hello Nurse is pretty much right out there.
Hello,
But,
nerd. I still say that shit.
right? I said it the other day, dude.
Yep.
I was like, "Hello, nurse." I was like, yeah. But it was sneaky because that shit tried to make us learn stuff too, and it worked. Come on,
Yes.
man.
Lake Titicaca.
What kid doesn't remember at least? I'm not saying you can't sing it, but you could hear it in your head. The Around the World song. Boom. Yeah, come on, dude.
Yep. I don't know. Remember the words,
But you can hear it in your head. That's all that matters. You can see Yakko doing it.
dude. And you know the remake.
I
that
was
they
waiting.
did
I was
on
waiting for
Hulu.
somebody
I
to bring
loved
that
it.
up.
I watched it with my nieces and nephews. It
reboot's
was
good.
fucking great.
No, I
Yeah.
liked
Is
it
it?
too. Like I said, man,
Yes,
that was Warner Brothers was a good thing because they always like intermix their shows too around then too because they had Tiny Toons and shit. And they would, like,
Yes,
cross them over
Tiny Toons.
sometimes and stuff.
So Ben said, and that's the scene I was trying to think of, the fingerprints, where they're like, get fingerprints, and fucking Dot's holding prints, and she's like,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I gotta go back and watch the Animaniacs.
Dude, Animaniacs was so good, man.
It was
Super dated though. If you go back and watch it now, it's super dated.
Yeah, but it's dated for us.
Yeah.
It's so dated for us, bro, because that's coming out of like there's Michael Keaton Batman everywhere.
Yeah.
in it, dude.
Yeah.
There's Edward Scissorhands. It's all that stuff, dude.
Yep.
It's great. Love it. Anyways,
Okay.
Chad Daddy, what else we got behind the curtain?
Okay, continuing on, there's an E.T., the extraterrestrial doll in Brad's room, and of course, Dee Wallace played the mother in E.T., the extraterrestrial. Also about a boy coming into contact with aliens.
Except that alien was a lot nicer.
That was cool though.
Yes, but if you read the origin, how the movie was originally going to be something completely different,
For
it was, yes.
Oh,
E.T. was supposed to be almost like Critters.
What'd you think he was
shit.
going to do with that finger, Bobby?
Come here, little boy.
Not only that,
Come here, honey bunny.
okay, but not only that, but there was originally a sequel envisioned that had E.T. coming back, and the rest of his race were like a lot like the Critters. They were trying to, basically take over.
Really?
Man,
Yes.
that would actually be cool.
But then George
there's-
Lucas threw him in Star Wars.
There's a book. I have a book back here. It's called something like Tales from Development Hell. It talks about all different movies that were scrapped, different versions of movies that we saw. I'll have to look into it, and I'll get back to you guys on that. If I remember to, I'll make a comment on it next week. But yeah, the original E.T. was supposed to be much darker.
It should have been. Anyway,
The logo on the back of the bowling uniforms is a parody of the iconic Ghostbusters emblem. The colors of the uniform, the colors of the uniform match the color of Egon Spengler's uniform in the real Ghostbusters.
And they matched the color of my vape.
Yeah. Bro, you got to have the pink collar on the fucking light baby blue, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's all about it, dude.
The critter emerging from the toilet is most likely an homage to Ghoulies, a similarly themed movie that used small monsters coming out of the toilet as their marketing strategy to promote the film.
Yo, man.
That
get you
always
in the
freaked
end.
me the fuck out as a kid.
Can we talk about the toilet explosion in this, man?
I was just about to say,
Talk about blowing up the toilet, man.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of blowing up the toilet.
Yeah, it is.
Not that I would
Picked it
know.
right up off the floor, too. Just like me. Fantastic.
Okay, Grover's Bend, the town where most of Critters takes place, is a nod to the infamous 1938 radio broadcast of War of the Worlds by Orson Welles. The broadcast reported aliens were landing in Grover's Mill and was performed so well that thousands of listeners believed the fake news report was true. Residents in the area panicked and, mistaking a water tower for a UFO, they shot it to pieces. The broadcast is about aliens landing in a spacecraft and attacking humankind, just like the plot in Critters.
Yeah, I totally thought Grover's Bend was a real place, so I Googled it last night because I was like, I want to go there. It's not a real place.
Grover's Bend sounds like I feel like it's trying to say something dirty, or maybe that's just my own head because I'm trying to
bend over Grover.
Yeah, like I'm trying like,
over
like
Grover.
something's going on here, and I'm like maybe I'm just seeing something that because I fucked in the head.
So at the end of the second one, it says, thanks to the people of Grover's Bend, without them, this movie could not be made. So I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. It's a real place. Fucking let me down, bastards.
Because that's what it is. It's Grover's Bend, but then you're like, wait, Bendovers?
Nah.
Like, what's going on over here? Fucking A, dude.
I would have never thought about it until you brought it up, and now I'm like, oh, now I can't
I
see
don't know why. When I saw the sign, when the drunk dude, like when he saw it fly over, then he like turned around to go the opposite direction. I was laughing my ass off. Anyways.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chad Daddy.
Again, although widely believed to have been inspired by the success of Gremlins, Stephen Herrick refuted this in interviews, pointing out the script was written long before Gremlins went in production and subsequently underwent rewrites to reduce the apparent similarities between the two films.
Oh, no shit.
Okay, that would make sense then.
Dude, that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck knowing that your product actually came first, but because yours had to like go through some more shit and everything like that, it gets cited under the other one all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Because they are completely different movies, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sure, same maybe subcategory of horror if you want to go with
Yeah,
just,
no,
like,
it definitely
weird
is.
little creatures attacking people. Okay, sure. But other than that, man, it's aesthetically way different.
Yeah. And there's not as many critters as there are.
No, there's only like 8,
10.
6,
10.
10.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Well, no. There was only 8 because 2 of them got killed. Remember, they had to kill 2 of them.
Oh, I thought said there was 10 because they killed. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah,
Because
there
I was
was-
trying
there
to.
was 10,
I was
they
trying to
killed
keep.
2.
Because I was trying to keep track at the end of the movie, and I'm like, there's supposed to be like 5, and there's only 3. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes,
Good
Heather.
catch,
Gremlins made a ton of money.
Oh
Yes,
my god. Wow. Bigger studio too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, much bigger.
Dude, Spielberg had his hands in it, so
Yeah, exactly. So I mean,
Yeah.
you have Steven Spielberg Presents on that, dude, and it was just like most people don't see the Presents, so they're like, "Oh, Steven Spielberg made this."
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I was a kid once too. I saw that shit and I fell for it all the time. Every time I used to see like something where they fucking put like Wes Craven's name on it, but I would never see the Wes Craven Presents. So then you go watch something, you're like, this was a pile of shit. What the fuck was that? And you're
Wes
like,
Craven presents The Mangler.
That was just a weird.
I definitely did watch that, dude.
Yes. I
It's
did
been
too.
a long ass.
Actually, didn't Toby Hooper direct that?
He did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Maybe we should rewatch it, dude. Maybe
We should throw it on for an episode. We got some open slots.
Let's do it to it.
get down and dirty, go
Yeah,
back
we
into
can
the
do that.
seas. I'm okay with that.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Anything else we got, Chad? Dad?
Let's see. The toy that Brad blows up at the farm is a Star Wars Y-Wing painted silver.
Yeah, Star Wars. Plus, we had a Chewie the cat.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. This is the second movie, the other being E.T. with Dee Wallace, in which her on-screen son heats up an oral thermometer in order to appear sick to avoid going to school.
106.
Yeah, that's what you wouldn't be walking around, kid.
Dead.
Both bounty hunters are unnamed in this, but they were given the names Ugg and Lee. in Critters 2, the main course. I know, how original, right? Ugly.
I like it. I like it.
That's yeah.
It's simple and it's effective.
Yes, but there was a better ugly in Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Nickelodeon?
you're right. Yeah.
Dude, that show was
I'm
great.
well, yeah, I remember Salute Your Shorts, dude, because fucking loved it all the time. What was your favorite episode that you remember the best?
Oh,
mine was obviously Zeke the Plumber, dude. It was horrible.
Yep,
It was
that's-
like Zeke the Plumber was fucking fantastic.
Camp Onawana, baby.
I don't even. Do you remember the song?
Camp Onawana. We hold you in our
hearts.
And when we
But
think
that's
about you,
just the
it
one
It makes me want to fart.
It's I hope we never
I hope
part.
we never
Get ready to pay the
Get it right or
price.
pay the price.
Doesn't it start with we run, we jump, we swing, we play, we row and
Does it?
go
I
on
don't
ships.
remember if it does that.
And
I just remember that.
and when we think, oh yeah,
Something like that.
I'm pretty fucking close, dude. I can almost bet money.
That's not how it starts. That's the second part.
Yeah, that's the second part after the we want to fart.
I thought they do it twice. I thought that's how it kind of starts, and then
No, because then it's
goes in.
and the next part is we will share a lifetime of something.
we have some
memories.
crazy sidebars through this episode.
Yes, I know. Like what the fuck?
Salute Your Shorts. My God.
What the fuck is going on?
All right.
Anyway,
Okay,
Yeah.
continuing on. You're going to love this part. This is the next one. The prop department used merkins from the local Nice and Naughty for the critters.
Ooh, hey now.
yes, I wasn't even far off. Yes.
Oh
Great.
shit!
It is the French tickler episode.
Oh god damn it!
Here I got some. There's a French little tickler.
Oh. Bobby keeps it in his pocket.
Hey, when you're on the move, you got to use it.
Continuing on, the later science fiction film The Alienator from 1990 has a similar plot to Critters. An android assassin called the Alienator goes to Earth to hunt down an alien criminal who's escaped from a prison planet.
I
Interesting.
feel like I've seen that cover before.
I say it sounds familiar.
Yeah, and it's also kind of similar.
super-
It's also really
cheesy,
similar
right?
to I Come in Peace.
And you
Oh, you
go
do?
in pieces, asshole.
Dude, that was a cool movie.
I have not seen that in years. I just remember my dad and I used to watch the fuck out of that movie.
I watched it
movie?
just a few months ago on Prime.
I Come in
it's called-
Peace.
You might find it under its alternate title, Dark Angel.
Gotta look.
That sounds familiar.
It's really cool. It's got Dolph Lundgren.
Wasn't Dark Angel that series with Jessica Alba?
Yes, it
Yes.
was also that.
And that was also okay.
And there's also a full moon movie called Dark Angel.
Full Moon's its own thing, dude. That's its own category, bro.
That might be my favorite multiverse.
Full Moon multiverse?
The full moon verse.
So, it's okay. So, for you listeners out there, we were talking about, I asked the guys beforehand, I was like, yo, man, out of all things, like, what would be your favorite multiverse? So, I want them to talk about it. We are going to bring it back up. I figured it'd be a good thing for nerd news, but we'll continue this.
Yes. Okay, continuing on. This is the only Critters movie where one of them grows to human size. The other movies don't seem to show them grow much from eating.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, that one ate like all the chicken. Well, I thought it ate all the chickens, but obviously there was still.
Dude, that was one of my favorite scenes just because of how hilarious it looked. The chicken's just going ape shit.
Yeah, right. Just chilling on the cage, dude. I loved it.
That was
so fun,
hilarious.
dude. This movie was good
Okay.
times.
Finally, Don Keith Opper and Terrence Mann are the only actors to appear in all four Critters films. Their characters, Charlie McFadden and Ugg, respectively, appear in all four Critters movies. We're not including the fifth one because fuck it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, all right.
And that's everything, boys.
All right. Thank you, Chad Daddy.
Yes,
My
thank you
pleasure.
very much.
All right. Let's move it on to El Questions, gentlemen. What format did you all watch this on?
On demand.
Of course.
Just to say it's
Bob anymore.
Why do we
I'm
even
just
ask
gonna be like,
Bobby?
all right,
It's always on demand.
Chad and myself. Bob, we know on demand. Although I think Bob has thrown a couple curveballs every once in a while.
Yeah, I've had Hulu,
Sometimes.
I've had Netflix, I've
You've
had
had to do Shudder.
DVDs,
You've had to do Shudder.
and I have Shudder. So
See,
I
that's why
go
when
wherever I get led first.
I can use Shutter, I really try to use Shutter.
yeah.
Yes.
I always check there first, honestly, because Google doesn't fucking tell you if it's on there, so you just got to go to Shutter itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
pisses
because
me off.
Google sucks.
But gentlemen, so Bob on demand, gentlemen, where did you guys watch this?
I actually popped open a 4-pack DVD that I bought with all four Critters movies that I bought
from
during
Wally World,
spooky
right?
season. Yep, at Wally World.
Yeah.
So I watched all the way up to part 3. Gonna finish it off.
Nice. I actually ordered the Scream Factory box set a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And that comes with also all 4
beautiful.
or all 5?
Yes, all 4.
Nice.
Beautiful set.
I rented it on Prime. It was I'm assuming it's probably the quality Chad Day is getting, but dude, that shit was clean as hell. It was,
it was.
It was a gorgeous movie.
Yeah, it was.
Them dark night blues, man, were just crisp as hell.
80s darkness just had that look.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
No, they look like Steve's blue in his room.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just that very, not overabundance of blue and red just for no reason.
Yeah.
But a nice blue.
That's what the skies looked like in the 80s, though. That's what the night looked like in the 80s.
I caught that, John. I know exactly what you were talking about there,
just
buddy.
like our grandparents, they lived in black and white.
Yeah, they did.
That's what our nights.
They lived in black and white.
Oh my god!
You didn't know that? There was
no color before 1950. What are you talking about?
Oh, dude, everything in the 80s was neon.
Yeah.
Dude, that's why I think it would like honestly fuck you up, dude, if you went back in time, dude, and like you actually went to something that you were just, you know what I mean? I don't know. For at least a hot moment, you'd be like, what the fuck, dude? This is great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it would have just to take it in for a sec. Anyways, what's that?
The mall. That's where I'd go.
You just go back to the hot mall?
Nope. We discussed this. Remember how nostalgic we got, John, when we did Chopping Mall? And it made us miss malls.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, actually, the girl from Chopping Mall is going to be at Jersey, Bobby.
Oh, Barbara Compton.
Yeah, and I have a Chopping Mall that from a Vial thing that I bought at the guy who does Vial. What is it? Who's the one that we bought the art?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I bought the Chopping Mall thing. I might bring it down and have her sign that shit.
I gotta get tickets for the Saturday.
Hell yeah, you do.
We'll be down in late afternoon because we got a party to do first.
That's a movie I'm going to make the wife watch. I think she'd really appreciate it.
Chopping Mall? Dude, that was fantastic. I think honestly, I probably should rewatch it again.
I need to make her watch that, and I need to make her watch Mad Men.
Ooh.
Oh,
she will love Mad Men.
All right, gentlemen. So, douche of the film.
The sheriff. Because he was annoyed as hell when they were over the radio with him. He was like, did you get in contact with this guy? And he's just like, ugh.
Well, to be fair, he's just classic. He's classic town sheriff, dude. And
I have to
gotta make sure.
I got to give it to the Kreitz.
The Kreitz is the douche.
Yeah, because the boyfriend wasn't really a douche.
No, he wasn't.
No,
you know what?
He was actually.
He
was like a nice guy.
Yeah,
he was for once.
This isn't even a hard side note. This is actually a side note, but still about the movie. Can we talk about the scene in question of obviously when they're going to make out in the bar and stuff like that?
And he's sneezing because he's allergic to hay.
Well, not only that, but like how he was just like, maybe we shouldn't. And I just looked over at my wife and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to say there's not some douchebag dudes out there because there clearly fucking is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times that dudes get pushed into shit by women.
Well, he was scared because of the dad. If they wouldn't have been in the barn, but if they wouldn't have been in the barn, he would have been all over it.
I don't know.
Still, does that change the fact that she's still just like, I don't care?
No,
and he's still just like,
no, it doesn't at all.
Come on, man. We are men and we are dumb and we do dumb things for women, right?
Mm-hmm. This is true.
We all know that.
Will Smith.
Yeah,
Scoops. No,
that's
my one.
Not yet.
Slap my mic. Honestly, dude, I just wanted to see like I almost wanted him to like put a little powder on it, dude, before he was going up. You know what I mean? Something. Yeah. Oh, fucking it. All right. Favorite kill of Critters.
We only got 2 human kills, so should we go for a critter kill?
Mine's a Krite kill. Mine's the shotgun kill.
I was good. Yeah.
Just because of the fuck afterwards.
Because of the fuck after. That's why.
That's the one.
We got 2 shotgun exploded too, because like she gets another one later on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the same flavor.
And you know something? The toilet bowl kill.
Ooh,
I'll go with the toilet bowl kill.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like human kills.
There were 2.
You get the cop, and he's killed.
And the boyfriend.
The cop and the boyfriend.
Okay, so you know what? Zane's death was pretty fucking, like, that was pretty gnarly. He got pretty fucked up.
He died with a heart on. Poor guy.
Never know what that's like.
Right, dude? He was just dry humping at that point, man. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
For you ladies that don't know out there.
Or Billie Jean.
Fucking A, dude. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with the shotgun kill too, dude. That scene made the movie for me, man. I laughed so fucking hard.
Well, I mean, and it's just hilarious because he's trying to tell the other crowd, like, hey, we should fucking leave. Like, they have weapons, and he's just like, so? And then boom, fuck. Like, dude, that's like, fuck it, I can't. Like, it was just so fucking hilarious. Like, I watched it, I had to rewind it like 3 times because it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, yeah. I'm not gonna, 100%.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes us into the next one because it's literally going to be my same exact answer as best scene or your favorite scene of this movie. Best scene. I'm sorry. And it's got to be that, dude. Like the first time they really talk and interact, and it's just, I could say any scene, honestly, they interact. Anytime they're like talking to each other, dude, I just fucking like kind of like giggle, smile a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I say I love that scene, but I also love the ending when the bounty hunters show up and they just literally start blowing the house to pieces. Like, we must kill these little things, and they're literally just blowing it to pieces.
Fucking holes everywhere.
Yeah, but they gave him They gave him the cool remote that ended up going to Adam Sandler for his fucking movie after the fact.
Fucking click.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened, and so when it started, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Oh, that's right. I
just
forgot
like
the
Will
house
Smith,
is rebuilding itself. Oh,
Yeah, it's got the remote from Click, dude. It's just reverse time.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention that because on the Blu-ray there is a alternate ending where it pretty much ends the same, where he gives him the little remote control thing and they leave, but the house does not get rebuilt. They just leave, and then it cuts to a different shot where instead of going to the chicken coop, it goes to like inside the house and it shows the eggs there.
Oh. Interesting.
So you have no idea what the remote does at that point then? Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go with that then, because that would have been really stupid. Like, wait, what the hell is that fucking remote?
It does something completely different in the second one. So,
really?
Yeah.
I think it's basically just a communicator in the second one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a communicator.
I kind of wondered if that's what it was in the. That's what my thought.
Yeah, because he looks at him and says, "Call me." It's like,
yeah,
I didn't think it was going to be like a magic remote.
Yeah, no shit.
Something that controls time, apparently.
I do like that scene. I like this. I like the reveal scene.
That was good.
It's good, and that's we get like the actual like human attack, and we see him getting the dad getting fucked up. You know what I mean?
He was getting mauled, dude.
Yeah,
he was.
That little thing was causing a lot of damage.
So that would probably be my number 2. Very close. Like, they're very close because I love the comedic aspect of the fuck. Like, I love that aspect, but the reveal of the critter or the Krites, actually attacking the human that way, where we actually get like the full reveal.
I think I gotta go for my second favorite though, is the fucking Krite in the chicken coop.
Oh yeah,
that's every time.
All right, I was gonna say my second favorite scene, I think, was in the church when the bounty hunters came in, because they didn't say anything. That one dude just like, fuck this piano. What is happening here?
Well, even them trying to drive the car was fucking hilarious.
Oh, just driving it whole fucking time, dude. He shoots the shotgun. Yeah. This movie was just great all around.
It was.
It's got a lot of
such a fun movie.
moments.
Such a fun movie.
All right. Opening scene, hook you in.
Fuck
yes.
yes.
Fuck yeah, it did.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, it was.
They escaped an alien prison.
This shit was right off the rails, right from the beginning, man. Like, this, no holds barred, it just, boom, here we are. Alien planet,
Dude,
all this shit going on.
It's like the beginning of Night of the Creeps, man.
I was just about to say that. I'm like,
it's fucking great.
It's the same opening.
Yep.
Fantastic. Most attractive character, bro.
Oh, D. Wallace, come on.
D.
D. Wallace.
The sister was kind of hot.
The daughter was hot.
Daughter is cute. But
I will
Wallace,
say,
man,
if you would have go back and watched the scene where they go into the bowling alley had a really cute waitress that was there for like 5 seconds. Like, as soon as they walk in, you see her. She kind of looks out and then she goes back real quick. She was really cute, but got to still give it to D. Wallace.
Yeah, D. With the daughter being second.
I'd give her the D.
And then for the third, you got the chick with the curlers at the police station there.
Lynn Shay.
Hey, she was cute. She was cute in this movie.
Back then,
All
yeah,
I could
she
think of was,
that.
I was like, man, she's the character that gets, because isn't she the character that gets impregnated in Slither?
Yes.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh no, that's
Wrong. Yeah. No.
I know. I still just see her as the fucking landlady in Kingpin.
I always
Oh yeah.
wow, what the fuck was the name of that movie? It was like Bachelor Party something or other. She's in it, and she's like an old stripper in it. And every time I see her, I'm like, God damn, it's like one of the Bachelor Party sequels.
I don't even know. I fucking watched past the first one.
Yeah, it's The Last Temptation or some shit like that. I don't remember what it's called, but I've watched it. It's got fucking
I watched all the house parties. I don't know why, but I
yeah.
Dude, this movie makes House Party look like House Party 2.
It's got what's his name from Scrubs in it.
Donald Faison?
Yes, he's in it. And he's like the best friend or whatever.
He's
but
gonna be
Lynn
Booster
Shay's in
Gold,
it,
man.
and she's a stripper. And she's like this. They get a party bus, and she's like, you like that? You like that? Huh? How about this? How about this? It's fucking gross.
Now
but
I
it was
gotta
great.
see.
It's
I gotta see
fucking
this
I
now.
have to watch that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I was gonna make a bad joke, but I'm gonna say that for nerd news.
All right, gentlemen, did the score set the mood?
Total 80s, total
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, the song alone sets the mood.
Which brings us to the next one.
Thank you, Bob. Best song, Power of the Night. Dude.
Power of the night, baby.
Dude, I'm gonna find that song after this. I'm getting
It's
it.
right on YouTube, homie.
Just right on
there.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Power of the Night.
They have the
Critters,
full
it'll pop
music
right.
video, like the actual. Like,
Yeah.
That's great.
yeah. That's got to be like a DVD extra or something like that. Dude.
I don't know, but
Plugged in.
I'm posting that, dude.
Hell yeah! All right, we should probably post it on Project Louder just for the hell of it. But there you go. Sneak that bitch in there. Where are we at? Favorite character. Favorite character. The Kreitz, man. I don't know, dude. Like
No.
yeah.
Honestly, the little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Charlie. I like
All
Charlie because
Wait. Charlie's
you
the
think
kid,
he
right?
was no. Charlie's
Oh,
the drunk,
drunk dude. Oh, yeah, okay,
because he was trying to warn people that there was aliens out there, and nobody fucking believed him, and he was right the entire time.
Yep. Pretty much.
he was what's his name from Friday 13th. But he just doesn't-
Crazy Ralph.
Yeah,
Yep.
Crazy Ralph.
Oh man, that's a tough call. I mean, you guys are right on all three counts.
He's a good character. That is a good character. All the characters were awesome in this, dude. Like they all played their
Yeah, there
like,
wasn't any slouch
their
characters.
quintessential. Like I even like the sheriff, like because he played the sheriff great. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't believe anybody until I see shit, and then it's like, oh fuck.
What's really great is I forgot he was in Back to School until I did this because I knew him from something. Then I was like, oh my god,
That's what
he was
did.
the coach. He was the
Yeah.
coach.
I haven't watched
back
a Rodney
to school.
Dangerfield movie in
That
a
is a
minute,
great-
man. It's been.
I've been wanting to watch that for a while. I'm gonna have to get that.
Is that your favorite?
Remember,
Rodney?
A, B, C. You're
Oh,
in the
yeah.
top three. What are you
Is it?
worried about?
Yeah, I mean, I loved him in his little role in Caddyshack, but Back to School is just.
Say I do love
fantastic.
Caddyshack, but honestly, I liked Ladybugs, man.
Oh fuck yeah,
I liked Ladybugs, dude.
yeah.
Say what you want. Back to School was great. All right, gentlemen, where are we at? We still on favorite character? Did we get
I
everybody's?
think we're past that.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna agree and give it to Charlie because he's in all
Okay.
three movies or all four movies.
All right. He is. I did not know that, but now I do. Perfect. Was it scary? Fuck no. But it
No.
wasn't supposed to.
No.
But
No,
my daughter, I had her watch the trailer, and she was like, I don't know if I want to watch it. So for her 8-year-old self, she did not. So
All right.
it is.
So
the
scary.
trailer
for
was
kids?
definitely scary.
Scary for kids. And I can see some of the gore, especially for her, because she gets like crazy easy nightmares and stuff. I'm like, whose kid are you?
She'll grow out of it.
But-
Mine did.
I hope. She likes Tremors, dude. So I mean, I kind of got her there, dude.
I know Harper loves Tremors too, so she might like
Yeah.
this. She might not. Oh, by the way, I also want to throw this out. We haven't mentioned it, but this is at least the third movie where we've seen the glowing eyes and the window trick, and this is the first time where it actually worked.
Yep.
Yes.
I loved it.
Because they were
no,
glowing
this
red
is the
eyes.
fourth.
Because it was explained. That's
This
why.
is actually this might be the
Yes.
fifth because we saw it in the first Amityville.
Mhm.
We saw it in at least two of the three
Which
Mothers movies.
Which
yeah,
movies?
and then we saw it in this.
Well, technically, we did see it in all three, but we only saw it, I think, in the intro in the third one. Remember, because like they were showing it, and so
it worked the best in this one.
Yes,
Yeah, because there's glowing, beady red eyes with a little.
Yes, and it was red eyes. Like,
yeah,
that's never. You never want to see that. No, it's bad. Does it hold up today?
I think it does.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I would certainly say
listen,
so.
man. You got practical effects, great story, great characters, and it's just all around fun.
Yep,
100%. Yes.
And dude, it's the power of the night. Come on.
Yeah, like yeah.
I keep wanting to sing "Night Begins to Shine." It's a totally different fucking song, but it's about the same. All right. How was the acting?
The acting was actually pretty
great.
good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was not slouched.
A B movie. I mean, it fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot of great actors and actresses in this. It was really good.
I 100% agree, and no complaints here. Cinematography, gentlemen, how did you feel about it?
Middle of the road. I love the lighting.
Yeah,
We already mentioned that.
lighting top notch, middle of the road cinematography, but they worked so well together.
Yeah,
It did what it needed to do.
exactly.
It was shot. It was a pretty film still, nonetheless. It wasn't artistic by any means. Thank God. And yeah, so great classic 80s movie vibe, dude. For sure. All right, gentlemen. Did you enjoy the premise?
Of course.
Yes.
Tiny, evil little bastards from outer
Aliens,
space.
dude. Like,
Yeah, buddy.
Absolutely.
And they're in the chicken coop still.
I want to see xenomorph critter hybrids, dude.
Oh, fuck no. That'd be terrifying.
It'd be
Yo, what if
awesome,
you had
dude.
What if you had a chest burster?
Fuzzy little xenomorphs?
Oh.
Fuzzy little xenomorphs?
Not
No,
even
no,
fuzzy. They're like fucking giant porcupine xenomorphs.
A chest burster critter.
Yeah, but imagine, dude, like the power it would get from it, dude, because it would hit it would get the fucking shooting spikes.
Fuck that. Dude, you'd get impaled. It wouldn't even fucking like knock you out. It would just straight up fucking impale you.
The funny thing is, I'm just sitting here thinking, the critters, they roll up into a ball with the xenomorph do that, and they actually had ones that did that in the Aliens arcade game.
Yes, they did. Dude.
That'd be
See, I'm just saying, like, Critters needs to multiverse with something, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Critters needs to mix with something.
Wait, what if
maybe they have in the comics if there's ever been
What
any
if
comics.
they actually did
I don't
do
think
that
there has
with
been.
Gremlins?
Damn.
No, what if they actually did
Critters
that with
versus Gremlins?
No,
See, that's why I said
I feel like
Gremlins
that's
and then team
too.
up.
I feel like
They
that's
team
too easy. I'd rather see them with like
Yeah.
munchies or something.
Well, see, that's why I said xenomorphs, because then I'm like, well, then it's just another form of aliens, but then the facehuggers could the critters eat the xenomorphs without like
Well, the
dying?
acid
I don't
blood,
think
though.
so.
No,
I don't think
the
so.
Acid
No.
blood.
Yeah, but like what? Okay, I'm just saying like, or like what if all of a sudden there was a critter alien, but for some reason the critter alien worked with the critters and not the I don't know.
Okay,
Man. I'm just going
That-
fucking spitball here.
what you're thinking of, and kind of reminds me of, could the thing absorb the blob, or would the blob?
Yeah,
absorb the
yeah,
thing?
that's exactly that.
Ooh,
Fucking,
yeah. Ooh.
that's a.
It's like Juggernaut.
In my mind,
And the Blob.
I would say the blob.
That would be my guess.
I love the thing. I fucking 100% love the thing, and I would
right,
still
but-
give it to the blob.
But we remember the thing has abilities we don't know about, and the blob is a man-made thing, technically, depending on the movie you pick.
I'm going
But
blob.
I feel like
88,
the
bro.
blob. I feel like the blob could digest it faster than the thing could assimilate the blob.
I don't give a shit if it's man-made or not. If it's the Russian one from '88, which is still just nasty as fuck, dude. It's super acidic.
That's
and
true,
The
it
thing
is.
is a biological organism. It's gonna still just burn and dissolve inside of the blob. But then, what characteristics does the blob get from absorbing the thing?
That's a good question. Technically, the
become
blob
like
has some of those characteristics because when it's in the car and it pulls the girl from inside
I
out,
want to watch
how
Blob
the, fuck,
88, bro.
how the hell does it do
Damn.
that? And it's not like on the floor and she doesn't look acidic.
And it even had like the little tendrils and everything coming out of her face.
Think about that. Think about
Oh
that.
yeah, dude. Now I want to watch Blob, man. I never got to. The three of us never got to review it. Chad reviewed it. It was one of the early
we never.
episodes.
Yeah.
I would love to go back and review that or Popcorn or some of the other ones that were back in the
Dude,
old days.
I've
Maybe
never
you
seen
guys-
Popcorn.
Neither
I
have
remember
I.
We
listening
should
to your
totally
review on
do
that.
that. We
That's
should
a fun
totally
one.
review some of like the fucking earlier
The shit
films
that we were.
y'all did.
Yeah, redo them.
Redo.
Boy, I would be
Oh.
fangirling because I'm like, I remember listening to this. episode.
Gore and More redo. Fuck.
We could do that.
Redux. All right. So we love the premise. What do we want to do, gentlemen? Do we want to recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot this shit?
Rewind.
Rewind for
Rewind
days.
it every day.
Rewind. Yeah.
All right, let's rate it then. Let's rate this shit. We have a 6.8 so far between Heather
6.8.
and
Oh, okay.
between Heather and Brody. Let me finish. All right. Bob, what do you want to rate this bad
I'd let
boy?
you finish, but he didn't let Chris finish. 3.5.
3.5. Chad Daddy,
Oh, it's a 4-star for me, buddy.
4-star. Scuba,
Same 4.
solid 4. And I'm also going to give it a 4, dude, because you know what? You guys, it's just, I enjoyed it, man. It was
I love
fun.
it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. You know.
All right, so let's divide this bad boy by 6, and we have 3.7 for 1986's Critters.
All right.
I feel it's a very fair score. Chad Daddy, what are we talking about next week?
Well, next week we had kind of a little blank spot because we decided we're going to redo some of the schedule. So some of you guys were expecting something else, and we decided to get rid of a few movies. And we talked right before the show, and we are doing Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. It's been a minute since I watched this. I love it.
This is my favorite one of my favorite chainsaw movies. I watched this bitch all the goddamn time.
So we realized that we've been trying to go with a theme. This one changes a little bit from the vibe of where we were sticking with creatures, but this is going to be actually in April. What is our April theme, Chad?
Let's see. After that, we go to, I believe
so this will be a little shakeup.
I believe we were going to Giallo, but again, we might change that yet.
Wait, well, technically, I guess it was Witches, but it was
we did Witches.
Two of them were Giallo.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get away from the Giallo, and I know TJ really had his heart set on us doing Giallo, but Giallo,
I don't mind
really
if
our thing.
I'm not saying I don't mind dipping a toe in it. Maybe we push it back a little bit so it's not so close to what we just did.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not opposed to doing it, but I got to have a little bit of time in between. I am not. I don't have that.
We did 3 Argento films in a row. We need to take a breather from that particular.
Still love the last one.
That was good.
I'll stick by it, dude. I enjoyed that the most, and I would actually probably watch that again. Or if it was on, I would probably sit around and finish it. So, all right. So we'll get back to you. We're doing Texas 3. I've never personally seen it. I'm very excited.
It's really good.
I know Bob's talking about it many a times. As
a lot of all I'm going to say is a lot of people like shit on it, and they're like, "Oh, it's like this," and I'm like, "Guys, come on! It's a
you have
great
the uncut version too, right?"
Yes, I do.
I got it.
I'm excited. I have the original
DVD release.
I have the work print.
I have the second work print.
Yeah. Oh,
I just have the regular
on the table. Jesus.
I just have the unrated cut. I don't have the.
Hey, normally I can't compete with Bobby in that area, but today
I know.
This time we're good.
I just wish I knew you got it there. Like I said, I would have gladly PayPal you some money.
Oh yeah, when you went to the cabin there, yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I'll have to check out their website and see if they do have it up there because you said they
might,
had a
man.
website.
They have a bunch of stuff up on the website. So I mean, and you may be able just to message them on Facebook, and they'd probably ship it to you, man. In all honesty,
awesome.
Hell yeah. So let's see. We are on our last segment, and that would be nerd news. So, gentlemen, let's get nerdy.
Yeah, we should probably discuss the elephant in the room as far as what happened last night during the Oscars.
I guess.
By now, everybody knows what happened. Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. Will Smith seemed to not. He laughed. Okay, he laughed.
He did.
And then he apparently was egged on by his wife to go up and slap him. My big debate is: was it real or staged?
I'm going WWE Cena for life, bro. Woo! I'm going. And they're actors. This is all fucking bullshit for us.
Like I said before the show, after the whole wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl years ago, the FCC has a rule now that all live performances, and this includes sporting events, even the Pittsburgh Penguins games, the Super Bowl, every live show has to operate on a 7 to 8 second time delay so they can censor things like that.
Yeah.
And not only that, but nobody fucking watches it anymore. So
Yeah.
you got to do something to get everybody talking about it. So now everyone's like, ooh, yeah.
If it really happened, why wasn't he escorted at least off the stage by security? Escorted,
Well, not even
escorted
just
by
that.
security.
Escorted. Well, see, and so I thought about that also. But was it because they knew he was going to win?
Well, maybe.
You know what I mean? So they know he's going to win.
That could play a factor.
So if they already knew that Will Smith was going to win for that role, for what was it, best actor or whatever?
How far after did he win from the slap?
Like
it wasn't that.
I was just wondering, like, if they were like, "Yo, man, we got to bring some more people in, slap somebody."
I think
get some more people in here.
Because nobody talked about the Oscars nobody really talks about it because nobody really cares. I mean, even look at who they had fucking hosting it.
Yeah, but the problem with the Oscars is it's bullshit. It's all crap because it's all the same. You know what I mean? Like
it's a bunch of rich elite snobs patting themselves on the back.
Yeah,
exactly.
The only thing I can say also is Jada. She did look just visibly like, really, you had to go there.
You know, and man, Tupac would have shot his ass.
Yeah. So
it's just kind of hard for me to buy because Chris Rock. He's a comedian. Will Smith comes from a comedic background.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard.
But Jada's a cunt. She's cunty. You know what I mean? And she's very toxic. I mean, we
all know what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say this is real. Question and point. Is it really worth throwing? Okay, Will Smith's probably worth like what, $500 million? Jada's probably worth maybe like what, 8, 10?
Oh, if even.
So he's really going to throw away a career that he's built to that big for someone who would definitely not do the same for him.
Well, he's up. He's very close.
And that's my thing is. So a lot of people, I saw this discussion going on, and they were talking about it, and they said that the joke had a deeper meaning to it. So what they were trying to say was that because Demi Moore left Bruce Willis for a younger man, which was Ashton Kutcher,
right?
So that was like another stab at the joke. That was that is what the joke was about when he said G.I. Jane 2, which
nice.
I'm like, I feel like that's
a bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch, but it does kind of make sense. But my thing is, Will was laughing, and it wasn't one of those angry laughs because as men, we've had that angry laugh.
Yeah, it's a forced chuckle.
And that was not a forced chuckle. That was, he fucking thought it was funny. He looked over at Jada. Jada wasn't fucking smiling. Then the camera cut away. The camera fucking cut away and went back to Chris Rock. So being that I and this is just me, I feel like Will felt like he had something to prove. Because
remember those not a man.
See, I don't know. Will doesn't seem like the type of person that will lose control like that either.
Well, I know, but she called him not a man. He couldn't please her in bed, like trying to justify all the shit.
Dude,
that
all that
before.
dude, that whole I remember watching that whole thing. That shit was hard, dude.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's the Fresh Prince, bro. That's Will fucking Smith. Like,
right, dude.
You know what I mean? And I feel bad for him. Regardless of what their relationship is on the outside looking in, I feel bad for that dude, man. Because he's such a great guy. One of my teachers plays his motivational stuff in class.
And he holds her up to such a high standard.
And she has no business being on that pedestal.
Fuck no, bro.
I think at this point, it's not so much as he's willing to forgive her for what she did and said, more that he just doesn't want to lose half of everything.
She will get more than half.
Yeah, but dude, it's sometimes, you know what? Is it worth it? Is it really worth just being because now you're that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not going to.
You've never been that dude. You've never been that dude
now.
He totally got cucked.
That's going to tarnish him regardless. I know publicity can be good and bad.
If it was real. If it was real.
And the other thing I'm going to say as we've said it a million times, Chris is a comedian. Guys, tell me right now, just watch a comedy special of anybody you know. Tell me right now, how many insults, unless it's a certain comedian who doesn't really do it, there are certain ones. How many insults are worse?
Oh, yeah, way worse.
Any Comedy Central roast?
Two
Here's the
people's
thing.
faces in there.
She said she has alopecia or whatever. Gave this fucking speech, I guess, on her show or whatever about how
Okay, but
she doesn't have patches of hair missing. She still has her eyebrows. I have a buddy who has it, and he's completely hairless. Like
Derek Mears.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, Derek Mears too. So there's nothing on her. I mean, because if you look at her head, it just looks like a shaved head. It doesn't. She's not patchy. You know, maybe her hair was thinning a bit, but it didn't look like anything. Yeah, well, yeah. And it didn't look like anybody suffering from that disease.
And plus, it's just alopecia. It's not like she has cancer. It's nothing lethal.
See, and that was my first guess. Because I would have been like, you know what? Maybe that is what set him off. Maybe he didn't know that maybe Jada was undergoing chemo or something. And so that joke maybe did set him off. But then when I saw, it's because, she has alopecia or whatever, I'm like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Will Smith has been such a great character morally and as a person,
great role model, dude.
I don't see him doing that.
Thank you.
I don't. And that's why I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's very out of character for Will Smith. That's why I'm not buying it. That's why
people start questioning his mental state. Everything that he's suffering through with her. I mean, dude, is he about to fucking have a Britney Spears and crack? You know what I mean? Like,
maybe this was that moment.
But if he does have that moment, would anybody blame him?
No, not at fucking all, bro. And maybe that's why Chris Rock didn't press charges.
And honestly, if I was him and like what she did, if she did that to him, did that to me, that woman would have been gone. There's not a
you gotta have more respect for yourself.
Here's another thing,
honestly.
Even with you, Bobby, when you're out in public with your lady, if somebody were to make a comment and you even wanted to approach that person, would your lady hold you back, or would she just let you fucking go?
Or egg you on?
Exactly. So I know in my history of being with women, none of them have ever let me. None. No woman that I dated. Neither.
No, they don't want to, because they don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah,
exactly. Neither of the wives that I had, they've never were like, okay, go. They're just
don't worry about it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Because that's what a loving woman does. Hey, just let it go. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would she just let him walk up there?
You want to know why? She has control.
She used to fuck Tupac, bro.
She's control.
Listen, man, she is used to a certain. Why do you think she went to the younger guy with the fucking gangster persona, dude? Come on, man. She's got a stick. Will is not that stick. Will's the nice guy. Will's the good guy that fucking wants to give her the life, but she doesn't want it.
And technically, he could probably not even have to give her anything because.
And I'm not saying like you can't have real shit on top of fake shit. I still think it still feels like it's to help publicity with the shit, dude. To me,
but part of it to me does feel real. Part of it does feel fake.
And once again, if it is real, Chris Rock can take a hit across the face.
Bro,
just say that, dude. He didn't buck. He just
fucking buckle.
Like his face took it, but his body stance, dude. He was just like.
I mean, I feel like if it would have been staged, why not get somebody like The Rock to get up there and like fucking, you know what I mean?
Because why would he piss off? How would he piss off?
No, if The Rock said it, it would be like this. Yeah, that was hilarious, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Rock.
The Rock would look at him and be like, "You ain't."
You're right, dude. This is so against Will Smith's just 30-year general character.
Yep.
And maybe that's why it's Will above The Rock or somebody.
Yeah,
because it's not something you would expect from him.
Right.
And like I know I've heard him cuss in movies and stuff before, but actually,
I mean that's the reason why he wanted to play Deadshot, dude. Because he's like, yo, I never got to play the bad guy, and he's like, I want to play the bad guy. Maybe Will's becoming maybe this is his fucking villain origin story. Yeah, dude.
And going back to the whole Deadshot thing, by the way, I can't hate anybody that plays Deadshot after reading Deadshot's backstory in the Suicide Squad comics.
Oh yeah.
And why he does that it's all for his daughter,
You're right. Which is insane.
Which is a very Will Smith thing to do. So it's kind of hard to hate him as a
Yeah, I mean, even he was supposed to be a villain in Suicide Squad, but I mean, after seeing the backstory with him and his daughter in there and how Batman got him or whatever, like he was doing everything for his kid. You can't hate that.
Nope.
Even in a fucking villainous character, you know?
But all right, gentlemen, I think we're gonna get off this unsobering.
Yeah.
Is there anything else nerdy? Because I got something nerdy to bring up.
I got
my forte.
I got one real quick.
What do you got, Bob?
Recently, in the past week, the Gun Media has released the 5 characters, not killers, new characters for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, the survivors. They have been released. We haven't still seen anything on new family members or anything of the nature, but again, really looking forward to this game. So just
all I need is Nubbins and Chop Top, dude.
Wilmer. I want Wilmer.
I'm obviously a Leatherface man, so I
mean, obviously you want Leatherface.
I want to see how many versions of my boy do we get.
Are we getting a Savini Leatherface?
Yes, I think so.
It's possible.
I think I read something about it.
So speaking in I'll stick. Actually, mine's pretty kind of in fashion with Bob.
I know what you're going to talk about.
Fucking right, buddy, because we're going to stick with the fashion of player versus player, and we are talking about the new Ghostbusters game that was just announced called Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. It's a 4v1 first-person shooter, which excites me very much so because there hasn't been a first-person Ghostbuster game yet. Mobile, but that doesn't count because that's crap. So 4 players get to play new Ghostbusters. They're bringing in the classics. They're bringing in Stans and Zedmore. And I really, at least from the trailer we got, it looks like Ernie Hudson's going to be leading us.
It's after the movie.
Yeah, definitely after Afterlife.
This takes place after Afterlife. We get Winston's finally getting his dues, man.
Yeah,
he's leading this shit. He opened up he reopened it. So I watched 8 minutes of gameplay footage because that's
where'd you find that?
It's on YouTube. It's alpha gameplay footage, but even with alpha, there's only usually slight tweaks after the fact. But it looks very promising. The ghosts have different abilities where they can like call in different minions of themselves and shit like that. And obviously you can possess things like it's almost like Prop Hunt. If you guys have ever played that in Call of Duty or anything, like fucking fantastic. Can't wait. And it's cool because for the Ghostbuster stuff, I noticed things such as the trap has a charge limit on it. So you have a certain amount of time to be able to catch the ghost, or else the charge limit goes down. So then the ghost has a chance to escape.
Oh shit!
So it's like, okay, I dig this. And then
like
obviously
Pokeball.
Correct. So now the ghost has its chance to get away. And then obviously the whole thing is it's got to incapacitate all 4 Ghostbusters to, win the match. But I don't believe we got, I think it's supposed to release towards the end of the year, but I don't think they've given a definitive date yet. So I'll obviously keep posted.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Chad Daddy, what'd you have, buddy?
Not much. Did you see they finally pre-orders are up and they revealed the release date for the Ninja Turtles collection that's coming out? Originally, it was
the Cowabunga collection.
Yeah, the Cowabunga collection. It was originally, when it was announced, it was made to seem like it was a PS4 exclusive, and that's not the case. No, it's coming out for everything. I know I'm going to get it for the kid. The kids are going to love it.
Don't think it's on Switch though.
Yes, it is.
Really? I couldn't find it on Switch. I saw it on Xbox.
It's coming to Switch. Check Amazon because you can pre-order it. But this really irritates me is it doesn't come out until fucking New Year's Eve.
I know. What the fuck?
Wow.
It's got 13 Ninja Turtle games on it, dude. Like
has the original NES. What the thing that I'm a little irritated at is it has the second Ninja Turtles game for the NES, which is their adaptation of the arcade game, which is also included in it. So 2 of them are technically the same game.
But the port one was changed a bit. A
little bit, yeah. Because they didn't have the hardware to support it, obviously. It was an 8-bit system.
To be fair, it's like Street Fighter, dude. When Street Fighter's like, hey, we're going to release 18 versions of Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Yeah. I'm going to play each one.
Yeah.
But it's all Street Fighter 2.
I don't care. I'm getting it. I'm going to get
absolutely, it man. It's
that's going to be a blast.
Oh, you know what? You are correct, sir. It is on the Switch, and the price point is fucking definitely where it's at because it's a $40 price point for the game. So
that's not bad.
Sign me up. Absolutely. Anything else nerdy, gentlemen?
I got nothing.
Nothing else that
I
really
think that's
stood
about
out
it.
today.
Oh, wait, one more thing. So they did technically kind of announce a sequel to Godzilla versus Kong. It's supposed to be filming in Australia, I believe. It wasn't technically announced by the studio. It was announced by the Australian government. Just basically confirming, yes, we're giving money to this project, and they're saying it's a sequel. Most people are saying it's not really a sequel. That it's going to be Son of Kong.
Ooh,
which would make
okay
a lot
with
more
that.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, as long as I would personally love to see a movie of Kong just in the Hollow Earth itself.
Yep.
Which would probably be what this is.
Yeah, because now we can just get more kaijus introduced.
Fuck yeah.
There is one more little piece I have. The new Nosferatu remake right now is on hold. There was a couple of people who had to drop out due to
Harry Styles
scheduling.
dropped out.
Yep,
Oh,
he dropped out.
shit.
So a little delayed right now, but so we'll see when that gets back on track. I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully they get it back on track very soon.
Yo, who's excited for Morbius, even though everybody's been shitting on it lately?
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna go see it.
I want to see it.
I'll probably
want to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I don't listen to what critics say. You know what I mean? And because
Even though we're critiquing movies,
but
Yeah.
But the thing is,
but we don't claim
critique
ourselves
movies,
as critics.
exactly. We're just four dudes who fucking love movies. You know,
We just read
And
Pretty much,
so
yeah.
Somebody who's out there that's a movie snob and is like, "Oh, this movie's just atrocious." It's like the best fucking movie I've ever seen. You know, so who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Everybody's saying it's very 2000s vampire-ish movie.
I got no problem with that.
You know what?
I
I might be totally okay
Blade.
with that.
Yeah,
that doesn't
Fucking do it.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
That's all I think is here.
I thought the Venom line might be a little much, but at the same time, I'm like, meh. It's okay.
We'll let
Venom.
We'll let
Yeah,
it
like
pass.
it might work better when you see the entire scene. You know what I mean? Like, so
I wouldn't be surprised if it's even cut out and that was just for the fucking trailer.
True that, because
you know what? Never.
they
thought
cut a
about
lot
that,
of shit.
Okay, and we need to announce that Moon Knight debuts on Disney Plus this week on the 30th.
Oh shit!
I'm
Is
gonna
that
be
this week
watching that
already?
shit.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. And last thing I feel like we should probably say, yo, if you're going to Jersey Con, get your tickets 2 weeks. See the Meat Mountain and the Fluff Master himself, if you can find us, which I'm sure you'd be able to. So-
They'll be the tallest motherfuckers there.
Right.
Yeah.
Tall and wide, man. We'll take up the whole
Tall and
fucking
wide.
aisle. What's up, baby? All right. So, gentlemen, shall we sign this bitch off and call it an evening? Bobby's getting tired. He's got them deep yawns. Scoobs, you want to start us off?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the ghost daddy, the cryptid keeper, you name it, I am it. Lord Scuba Cabra saying, see you later, baby.
Yeah, buddy. And this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy saying, I'll see you next week, bitches. We're going to Texas.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying there's roadkill all over Texas. It's natural order things. See you next week.
Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck y'all talking about, but I'll find out next week when you catch us. So I'm your Fluff Master Supreme saying adios, Gorehounds, and stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yeah.